Welcome to my craft room. I'm still having fun making Christmas cards, and I want to show you a little bit different use of using some of our designer series paper. This is from our Letters from Santa out of our main catalog. It comes 12 sheets, double-sided, and I want to just show you this particular one. It has all types of song titles, greetings. You will receive 2 of these sheets in the packet. And it is so easy to cut into strips. I chose to make my length on this 2 1/2, and then of course the width of the card is 4 1/4. I cut out with our dotted scallop ribbon border punch. I cut out with the real red. These were just done out of scraps of paper. Then I've adhered it onto the back side so that we have a really cute little border. Using the scallop border punch, the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure that these 2 are lined up just as close as you can to where they look just alike. Slide it across. Now you want to match this up, and to make sure that that's even, make sure that's pushed all the way up. Punch. Do the same thing on the other side. And now we're going to put snail on both sides of this, and I've already got it on the one side, and we're going to adhere it onto here. Okay, got that all adhered on, ready for the next package. And now we're going to stamp, and this is from our Holiday Mini Stitch Stockings, and I am real partial to this one with the Snowburst. So let's ink it up real red, and this is just a scrap. Boy, I tell you what, punches have made it so easy for making cards. I'm using the Stocking Builder punch and out of our Holiday Mini. Haven't punches made making cards so easy? I'm using the glimmer paper from our Holiday Mini, and I just added sparkle so easily with that. I cut a strip 1 1/8, and that fits into that punch just perfectly, and you can see very, very little waste, and that's what you want. And then to do a second one, you just cut it off right here, and so you're just losing a tiny, tiny bit of that. I'm now going to adhere that on. To me, stockings are so Christmassy. This glimmer paper is the way, if you like a little glitter and you don't want the mess, this is really and truly what to work with. It's all that mess out, and the glitter doesn't rub off either. Okay, now we are ready to use our twine. This is the Cherry Cobbler. I like to work with it right off of my reel instead of cutting it. Be kind of generous. You get 25 yards for it. I think it's what, $2.95. That's a real deal. But just tie that on. And pull it through, and then you just want to make that a little bit smaller. Got our bow all tied, and I want you to see there's a little white edging here, and that matches with our paper perfectly. Or if you wanted to add a antique look to that, you could take some of our crumb cake and one of the wedges of our sponge and just add a little bit of antiquing to that. And I personally like that look. Just gives a depth to it. Plus it gives a little bit older look. But the white is gorgeous also. So that was the crumb cake. Then add the dimensionals to the back. And I'm not going to pull those off just yet because I want to put a little bling right in the center of our snowflake. So now I've taken one of the rhinestones, and I like to pick mine up with my scissors. That works really well for me, but you do what works for you. But that definitely is a lot better than the fingers. Press it on, and that's all there is to that. Cute, cute, cute. Now, pull these off. And what do you think? Let's angle it like so. And I have 2 of the dimensionals on the back, and that's sufficient. And voila. Let me just show you what we can do to the inside. This is just some printer paper here that I stamped a verse on. And I like to do paper liners. I just think it takes it up a notch. And I've stamped a couple of verses on this. And when you're stamping these, don't go too high with that because that just is not appealing. You want to bring it down to about so when you got a verse about that size. Not in the middle because you want to leave space here to write. And the size of this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I took off probably about 1/8 of an inch on each side. Another little thing that might help you is do not get in this crease because what happens is when you fold the sheet of paper, it will bend into that. So when you're putting this on, make sure you keep that back. And then I just took our snail, ran a little bit of tape across there and put it in. And I hope you took advantage of this stamp set with our special sale that we had. I got this for half price. Yay! Happy stamping. Come back.